How's it going, guys? Welcome to our very first episode of Strategies or Tactics. Stay tuned. How's it going, guys? Welcome to episode 1 of Strategies or Tactics. Typically, a lot of people don't realize that strategies and tactics are actually different. A lot of people do. But what is the difference? I'll go over it very briefly and I'll give you a couple little explanations, and then I'll do 2 separate videos, each on the strategy itself and one specifically on the tactics itself. So a strategy is your actual plan and your method to achieve a desired outcome. So your strategy is what you put in place before you actually play a game of 40k. It's your plan of building your lists, working out what style of army you want to play, how you want to play it, and then how you're going to start the game. How you're going to be in control of the game when you're playing it at all times. And a tactic is the actual means to gain what your objective is while you're playing the game. And I see a lot of people fall apart because they try and build a list based around a specific tactic. And then if that tactic fails, then their list is boned. So I once took a Imperial Knight army to a comp. It was just for fun. And I actually based it around a tactic just for fun. My only goal was to really run a Gallant up the board, use full tilt, and to get it into combat. That's all I wanted to do. And I knew it wasn't going to work every time, but I did it anyways because it's fun. So sometimes you can build an army around a tactic, but if you want to build an army that you want to win with, that you want to do well in comps with, you need to build it around a strategy. So a couple of examples of strategies. So if you were to play Imperial Guard, if you wanted to maximize the absolute potential of survivability, you'd look at 2 strategies. You'd look at one, which is to go full armor. Everything's in a Chimera, there's no infantry on the board whatsoever. You've got Leman Russes, you've got tanks, you've got just armor everywhere. Your strategy is to survive the game of attrition by having more armor and more defense in that regard to your opponent, and they have to whittle down and work their way through heavy, harder to kill units. Another strategy for Imperial Guard is to go full infantry. You've got the abundance of models, which is what gives it the resilience. So every turn, lots of things are going to be removed, killed, taken off the board, but the strategy revolves around getting the objectives and the points, and etc., because you've got the redundancy in models. So then, when you go from your strategy, you start playing a game of 40k, you then think to yourself, okay, cool, how do I get the objectives? So that's where the 2 are similar, but also very different. So it's a nice little short overview of how each of those things are, and we'll get to the other 2 videos later in the week. Stay tuned. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. We're a new channel. Love to have some more subscribers, plenty of likes. Thanks, guys. See you soon.